card. Now, bad news for Julian Edelman. He suffered a season-ending right knee injury on Friday evening against the Detroit Lions. Now, Tom Brady's favorite target, coming off his second season with over 1,000 yards, leading the team with 1,106 a year ago. Now, of course, everyone expressing their sentiments via social media. You see Sebastian Vollmer. Let's hope for the best for my brother Edelman. Get well soon, my friend. And Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, of course, hate to see guys go down. And Danny Amendola, of course, on National Hug Your Boss Week. You saw that there, Julian. He had that on his Instagram. And then right there, of course, Tom Brady. And then
Gladiator.
Our guy, Willie McGinnis. He got in as well, in addition to Michael Flood. But look at this. This is what you call friends helping friends right here. You have overcome bigger obstacles than this, Edelman. You will definitely be missed, but your brothers will band together for you. You're one of the toughest guys I know. Head up, soldier. So you see that right there, Willie, with some big-time love right there for Julian Edelman. So for more on this situation, Ian Rappaport, what you got for us?
It was a big injury week in the NFL with none more significant than the Patriots losing star receiver Julian Edelman to a torn ACL. Now they face the prospect of filling the void of their most productive receiver on the field. Not going to be Brandon Cooks, the speedster who they acquired this offseason. Different skill set. Instead, keep an eye on Malcolm Mitchell and Danny Amendola, who do similar things to Edelman as far as which receiver is going to help make up for his production. Another big injury, Spencer Ware, the starting running back for the Kansas City Chiefs, expected to be out for the season with a torn PCL and damage to his LCL. He's still undergoing tests, so he's holding out hope that he could return. But if not, it's going to be Kareem Hunt, their promising rookie, who's going to take the majority of the snaps for Kansas City. And finally, a huge hit for the Chicago Bears. Maybe their best receiver, Cameron Meredith, is expected to have torn his ACL along with other damage to his knee. He was carted off this afternoon, and now it's going to be Kevin White, their lone hope receiver, to make up for some of the yards they're losing with Meredith's injury.
Rap sheet with his finger on the pulse. Now, when it comes to players getting injured, a few teams right there are shaking their heads in disbelief. Obviously, Bryce Petty with that knee injury, Tyrod Taylor, he's in concussion protocol, Julian Edelman, not to mention Cam Meredith, all these guys banged up. And injuries, as we know, never ideal, but the preseason, it's a necessary evil. Heath, why is it?
Well, you're building a team, and I think human nature is every year you think you've established something in the past and you think you can do it again without putting in the same grunt work. Well, we see it every year. These teams come along with hype that finished the previous season the year before, and they think they're going to get to the promised land because you can just pick up where you left off. It's just not the case. Every team, every year, you rebuild the chemistry. You rebuild the timing. You rebuild the understanding of what the coaches are teaching and preaching. Listen, Tom Brady, the best quarterback that's ever played the game, has played significant snaps in the preseason. Truth be told, if LT was sitting here, our Hall of Fame running back, or Maurice Jones-Drew, they'd be arguing that the stars shouldn't play in preseason. But Willie and I kind of grew up under the same school of thought. It's just important that you build from day one what you're planning on capturing by year's end.
There is no way to prepare for football except for football. Whether you're training for football or getting ready to get in camp or football shape, you have to play these games. Even for players who are veterans, you want to get out there. We used to worry the you-know-what out of Bill Belichick about getting more reps in the preseason because we wanted to be ready by the time week one got here. You can't go out and emulate this in practice because they take the reps away from you. You can't put on pad as many days. So you see teams that are now asking for more time to have these joint practices. You need a couple, not 4 or not maybe 5 or 6, but you do need a couple of preseason games to go against somebody else. Go full speed, go full contact, work on the installation that you put in the entire offseason and take it out to the football field. Injuries happen in non-contact. They happen in practice. They happen in little simple things. This is the nature of our game, and this is not a big deal. I understand it's a big deal when some of your best players get injured, but since football's been in existence, this happens.
Very good point. Now, week 3 of the preseason.